time I'm doing the live show, and it's Arsenal versus Chelsea match preview. Of course, I'm doing this 6 hours before the match, but I hope may the best team win. Of course, you can see the jersey that I'm draping today, but I'm hoping the best team will win today. So today Arsenal is playing versus Chelsea, the London brothers, London derby, and it's a tight match. So today you just want to review the both lineups, and also the injury updates and stuff, and also give out my prediction at the end of it. So stay tuned. Go live with me, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, subscribe, share, and hit the like button. Okay, so first quick, I just wanna review the lineups, and tell me what to think about this game in the comments. Tell me what to think about this game in the comment section. Which club do you think will win between Chelsea and Arsenal? I think most definitely I think that Chelsea. Arsenal, I think like Arsenal has a good chance to win against Chelsea today, but this game might end up as a draw. I don't know what's going to happen, but this game might end up as a draw. Yeah, so it might end up as a draw, but you can tell me what you think about this game in the comment section. So let me start real quick with reviewing the lineups of the both two clubs. Of course, I'm doing this 6 hours. I don't know, 6 hours before the game. So in Arsenal goal, they have David Raya, Jurien Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Lewis Kelly. I think the back line of Arsenal is quite good because look at how Gabriel Magalhaes has been always outstanding, especially in the big games. So William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, but William Saliba, talking about Saliba this season, Saliba has not been that Saliba that a lot of people knows. I don't know what's wrong with Big Willie Saliba. Lewis Kelly playing a good game. Yeah, Ethan Nwaneri is in the squad. Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, of course Nwaneri, Merino, and Trossard. So the front line, the front three of Arsenal is Ethan Nwaneri, Mikel Merino, and Leandro Trossard. That's not bad because, of course, this is a possible lineup, and that's how I think this game is going to. And that's how I think Arsenal is going to play against Chelsea today. So in the front line, they have Nwaneri, Mikel Merino, and Leandro Trossard. They have in their midfield, they have Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, and Declan Rice. Declan Rice has been playing quite a good game, especially scored against Man United. Did a celebration. Of course, he wasn't supposed to celebrate like that, but I don't know why he did it. He did that celebration. Yeah, that's right. And before reviewing the Chelsea lineup, I just wanna give out my 2 cents about this Arsenal lineup. Of course, Odegaard in it, and the likes of Declan Rice. I expect the Gunners to deliver more and more. Of course, especially in today's match, Chelsea has not been playing that good game of late. Especially of course, they won their last previous EPL match. Palmer missed a penalty. Is it another day for Palmer to miss another penalty? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. If it's another day for Cole Palmer to miss another penalty, let's wait and see. But I don't think Chelsea is going to have a penalty today. I think the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes and the likes of William Saliba are going to do a good job. So Chelsea won't have a penalty. Of course, that's what they're waiting for, but don't know what's going to happen. Checking on to Chelsea squad, they have Robert Sanchez, another walkover for Arsenal. They have Marco Cucurella, Levi Colwill, Tosin. They have Tosin. They have Rhys James. Rhys James is back on track, playing a good game of late. Enzo Fernandez, Moise Caicedo, Christopher Nkunku, Cole Palmer, Jordan Sancho, Pedro Neto. So Pedro Neto is playing as a center forward. Cole Palmer as a number 10, Sancho as a right winger, and Christopher Nkunku as a left winger. This Chelsea squad is quite pleasing. I don't know. Checking out the likes of Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto is always playing a good game, but you can tell me what to think about him in the comment section. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be subbed off. Of course, checking into their injuries update. Madueke is out, thigh injury. Malogusto is out also, unknown injury. I don't know how these clubs, these players get injury, and then these clubs come out with the statement that the injury is unknown. How can a player get an injury, especially in England? Not only in England, but especially at Chelsea. Chelsea is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and then you tell us that the injury is unknown. How is the injury unknown? The I've always seen this, and I keep on wondering with these clubs. How can the injury be unknown? I don't know. And yeah, Michael. Jackson is out also. Mukailo Modric, we know whatever happened to him. You know, it's written here. It's written here personal reasons, but it's not a personal reason. We all know what happened with Mukailo Modric. Yeah, everybody knows. Arsenal injury updates. Of course, Bukayo Saka is out, hamstring injury. I don't know if Bukayo Saka. I thought Bukayo Saka will be ready for this Chelsea game because I saw him training. I don't know why he's still out. I saw Bukayo Saka training. So I thought he will play this Chelsea game, but it is what it is. Gabriel Jesus is out. Ligament injury. I don't know what's wrong with this Gabriel Jesus. Is it pressure or what? Because Gabriel Jesus has always been on and off. When Arsenal wants to sign another striker, he comes in, scores a hat trick, convince the club that he's good to play for the club, and then go off. Tomiyasu have not had like a fruitful season this of course in 2024-2025 season, EPL season, but hope will recover. Kai Havertz, it's out, hamstring strain. Yeah, we all know Kai Havertz also had a lot of pressure, so maybe it's trying to to cool down the pressure with those injuries. So checking on to this Chelsea squad, I think this Chelsea squad. Tell me what you think about this Chelsea squad in the comment section, because I think they have quite a good chance to you know play against what? Yeah. So what do you think about this game? Because I think to me personally, I think this game is going to end up as a 1-1 draw. Yeah, this game to me, I think it's going to end up as a 1-1 draw. But if you have a different opinion, you can tell us in the comment section. But to me, I think that this game is going to end up as a 1-1 draw. Of course, and besides that, I think Arsenal has a quite good chance to win against Chelsea today. If Arsenal don't win against Chelsea today, I think Arsenal is a cursed club. I think Arsenal has to deliver everything today to win against Chelsea. That's what I know. They might draw, but also draw is not a bad result. But I think Arsenal has a good chance to win against Chelsea today. I don't know. They have a good chance to win against Chelsea today. And let me check out. Let me talk about these squads now. Let me start with the Chelsea backline, going to Arsenal backline, Chelsea midfield, Arsenal midfield, and the Chelsea frontline, Arsenal frontline. So Chelsea backline, they have Cucurella, Levi Colwill. I don't know why Chelsea left. Chelsea left Disasi to join Aston Villa. Disasi is really playing a good game at Aston Villa. I think Chelsea made a mistake. Tell me what you think about this one, but I think Chelsea made a mistake leaving out Disasi to prefer the likes of Tosin. Of course, I'm not saying Tosin is not it's not good, but then Disasi is better. I think according to me, I think Disasi is better than the likes of Tosin. Colwill has been outstanding. To me, I think Colwill has been outstanding. But them leaving the like of Disasi to join Aston Villa. Of course, you can check out what Disasi is doing at Aston Villa right now. He's playing a good game at Aston Villa. But I think Chelsea leaving him to join Aston Villa, that was a big mistake. Of course, Rhys James is back. Rhys James is one of the players that, at some point I felt like Rhys James compared to Luke Shaw because, not because, I know it's quite a silly comparison because Luke Shaw is a left back, Rhys James is a right back. But then I always say it because of the injuries. Luke Shaw at Manchester United is one of the best players, but then injuries left, right, and center. The same to Rhys James. Rhys James is one of the best players at Chelsea lineup, but then when you see the way he has always been playing for Chelsea, he can even like his last game for Chelsea this season might even be today against Arsenal. You never know. Rhys James is a good player, but then injury is the thing that's going to keep him out of the game. That's what I think. And Cucurella has been outstanding. He might not be the best player, but always there for the team. Sometimes you always need that consistency. You don't need a player that, like Chris James, is always good, comes in, helps the club, but then goes out due to injury the whole season. The likes of Marc Cucurella at Chelsea, I think Cucurella consistency in the Premier League has always been good, and he has always been one of the outstanding left back. Of course, at Chelsea when he plays at Chelsea, it's not always delivering a good match, but then when he plays for Spain, that's when you get to know the real Marc Cucurella. I think when he plays for Chelsea, it's always a good player. When he plays for Spain, that is when he plays for Spain, it's always a good player than this Marc Cucurella that we always watches at Chelsea. The same with Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez, when he plays for Argentina, it's always one of the best players in Argentina lineup. But then when he plays for Chelsea, he has never impressed me. I don't know why. I just feel like Enzo Fernandez has never impressed me when he plays at Chelsea. But it is what it is. So today it's the midfield. It's Enzo Fernandez and Moise Caicedo. I think a lot fans are really expecting a lot, especially from Moise Caicedo. Came from Brighton. I think Moise Caicedo has been one of the most outstanding midfielders in Chelsea lineup. If I'm not wrong, he has been always playing a good game for Chelsea. Uh, remember he scored against Man United, a banger from 18 yards. Yeah, I think he scored against United, a banger from 18 yards, and it's a good player. Let's check out whatever he will offer today for Chelsea. And another player that I want to talk about uh, at Chelsea squad, of course, Chelsea front line is Christopher Nkunku, Cole Palmer, uh, Jordan Sancho, and Pedro Neto. Of course, Pedro Neto has been making good runs in the Premier League, especially with Chelsea squad right now. And one player that I want to talk about in this Chelsea squad is Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer. I don't know. It's a summer in England, and that's what I don't know because this fella has not been playing like that good match that he used to play. There was a time that Chelsea 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 was struggling, but Cole Palmer was always carrying the club every day. So I think that this Cole Palmer of this season, this is a struggling Cole Palmer, and I don't even like how he plays. Of course, he missed a penalty in their last previous match. His first penalty miss in the Premier League. But I think, to be honest, I think Cole Palmer is a big flop, and Chelsea made a mistake of letting Joao Felix to join AC Milan because right now Cole Palmer is a bit struggling, and I felt like in this game against Arsenal, uh, Joao Felix would have really fit in this lineup instead of Cole Palmer. Maybe Cole Palmer would have be subbed in the second half, but then in the first half, I think Chelsea would have started maybe the likes of Joao Felix because Joao Felix was because he joined AC Milan from Chelsea. He was one of the best players, according to me. He has always been playing for many clubs in a quite short period of time because Joao Felix is one of the players that every season always unveiled with the new jersey. I don't know what's wrong with him. So, but I think to me I think Joao Felix will have really help Chelsea today, especially against Arsenal, than them preferring Cole Palmer, because Cole Palmer, to be honest, Cole Palmer has been really struggling, and a lot of Chelsea fans is going to criticize this, saying that Cole Palmer has been one of the best players. I don't disagree. He has been one of the best players, but then Cole Palmer has been struggling this season with Chelsea. Truth be told, Cole Palmer has been struggling because for the first time seeing Cole Palmer missing a penalty, that's a struggle. Like, to be honest, that's a struggle for Cole Palmer. And apart from that, Jordan Sancho might go back to Man United in the next summer. Of course, Jim Ratcliffe has a plan with him, but then before going back to Man United, he said that when he left Manchester United, he said that it's a freedom. So I don't know what's. Let me leave. Let me just go and talk about it. Let me just talk about this one for a minute, just 1 second. I think Jim Ratcliffe is making a big mistake because uh, after all, your ex is your ex. Don't Your ex is your ex. Don't bring him back. Don't bring her back, because I feel like Jordan Sancho, especially I watched him when Marcus Rashford joined Aston Villa, and he commented saying that it's a freedom. So, and recently I saw Jim Ratcliffe saying that he might go back to Man United. So I don't know uh, what Jordan Sancho is going to do back at Manchester United, because he criticized Manchester United of it. Why would Manchester United consider taking him back to the club? Of course, talking about him in this today's match, of course, talking about him in this today's match, I think he has a lot to offer for Chelsea today, especially he will really cause a lot of troubles to the Arsenal defense. Cole Palmer, Jordan Sancho is always one of the slowest players, but sure. When you talk about the speed game, you pick the likes of Neto, you pick the likes of Christopher Nkunku, but then when you want a cool game with no pressure, you take the likes of Jordan Sancho. Always playing a good game, playing a calm game. But then I think in today's match, it's really. I think this front line for Chelsea is it's best one compared to Arsenal. Of course, I'll talk about Arsenal lineup. I'm still tackling Chelsea lineup, but I'll talk about Chelsea lineup. But I think this Chelsea squad is quite good compared to Arsenal lineup, because seeing Arsenal are missing the likes of Kai Havertz, Arsenal are missing the likes of Bukayo Saka, Arsenal are missing the likes of Tomiyasu and Gabriel Jesus, and Chelsea are missing the likes of Madueke or Malogusto. Of course, Malogusto, that's not a big effect, because Rhys James is back, and Rhys James is better player compared to Malogusto, if you ask me. Rhys James, apart from struggling with injuries left, right, and center, is a better player compared to Malogusto. Jackson is out for Chelsea, but I think Pedro Neto can be a good striker for Chelsea compared to Jackson. I think Pedro Neto is a little one compared to Jackson, because I remember, I think in the first leg of Arsenal versus Chelsea, he scored. Yeah, he scored a banger. It's a good player compared to Nicholas Jackson. So I think this Chelsea lineup, Mikhailo Modric, they have the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, and Moise Caicedo. So I think Chelsea injuries are not impacting this squad in any way. Arsenal are going to struggle today, because when you look at Arsenal squad, they're missing the likes of Bukayo Saka, they're missing the likes of Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz. Obvious, today Arsenal is playing against a big club without a striker, and don't forget they will play against Real Madrid. Will be quite a tough match, home and away, and if they're not careful, Real Madrid might whoop the. Excuse me. If they're not careful, Real Madrid might whoop them home and away. So Arsenal needs to be careful with today's match. And I think today's match plays no role in Arsenal versus Chelsea match. And I'm sorry, I think today's match, Chelsea versus Arsenal, plays no role in Real Madrid versus Arsenal match, because I feel like Uh, Arsenal is the only club unbeaten against Real Madrid, but they played long time ago. Sometimes, and the system was really different by that time. When you look at the system right now, things are really different. So Arsenal is the only club unbeaten against Real Madrid. Of course, I think the last time Arsenal played against Real Madrid was back in 2006, and it was quite a tough match. I think it ended up as a draw. Today they're playing against Chelsea, and in the coming weeks they will play against Real Madrid in the first quarterfinals of UEFA Champions League. I'm wishing them well. I'm not saying that Real Madrid is a better squad. I'm not saying that Real Madrid is guaranteed to win against Arsenal. Of course, Arsenal also it's not a small club. Arsenal is not an underdogs in that match. I feel like these are UEFA Champions League, and in UEFA Champions League, surprises are always there. But I think in today's match, they will struggle against Chelsea with their lineup, especially considering that they don't have uh, strikers. Yeah, so I think, but I'll give out my prediction. Of course, I stayed 1-1, but then reviewing this lineup, I'll come up. I might come up with another prediction. You never know. So let's talk about Arsenal lineup. Raya has been outstanding, no doubt about that one. I think if you ask me this season, one Arsenal player that have been outstanding is Raya. Look, I think especially in the game that they played against Man United, Raya was really outstanding. Of course, he was the cost for that Bruno Fernandes free kick. But then apart from that, he was the cost for that Bruno Fernandes goal against Man United. But then he was the cost. He was the reason that made Arsenal get away with a draw in that match. So I think talking about Raya in Arsenal lineup, I'm not. I don't even doubt anything. I'm quite confident with him. Jurien Timber, of course, Ben White is no. It's still out, but I thought Ben White was back because I don't even see him in injury list. Where is Ben White? I thought Ben White was going to play this game. I don't even see Ben White in this injury list, but then I don't even see him in Arsenal lineup. Of course, this is a possible lineup, but then I don't see Ben White. Where is Ben White, man? Where is Ben White? Where is Ben White? I don't see Ben White in this. Oh shit, man! I thought Ben White is going to play this one. Okay, so Jurien Timber is going to play as a right back. Big Willie Saliba. Saliba has been flopping, man. I don't even lie about this one. Saliba has been flopping for Arsenal, especially. I don't know if he wants to join Real because he has been always been linked with this Real Madrid club. Well, of course, Real Madrid always wants all these good players in Europe. Big Willie Saliba, since I started hearing that Big Willie Saliba has been linked with Real Madrid. He has not been that outstanding for Arsenal. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to join Real or I don't know, man. I don't know if he wants to win the Champions League and La Liga. I don't know. But Big Willie Saliba has not been outstanding, especially this season. But let's wait and see today what he will offer for Arsenal against Chelsea. Gabriel Magalhaes has been good, no doubt about that one. If there is two players that I have no doubt about in this Arsenal lineup, is Raya and Gabriel Magalhaes. I think Gabriel Magalhaes has been playing a good game. Apart from being a defender, it's always like representing as a striker also because when Arsenal gets corners, it's always one of the lethal players. Miles Lewis Kelly has been always playing a good game. Calafiori is not in this match. I think this in a possible lineup, Calafiori is not in this lineup, but I think I prefer Calafiori more than Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly is good, but I think Lewis Kelly. If I was the one deciding things, I would bring up Lewis Kelly in the second half, not the first half. First half, I will start Calafiori, but also in the second half, I will bring in this youngster, Miles Lewis Kelly. Of course, it's a good player. He has been playing a good game for he has been playing a good game for Arsenal, but I think I'd prefer Calafiori more than Lewis Kelly. So the possible lineup: Lewis Kelly starting above. above Calafiori. And another one, I think Martin Odegaard played a good game against PSV. I don't know where he was against Man United. The debate of Bruno and Odegaard is right now over. No doubt about that one. The debate is over. I don't know where he was against Man United. I'm asking again for the second time. Thomas Partey has been there for the squad. He has been playing a good game. The African boy has been representing the Gunners very well. Declan Rice, of course, in this Arsenal midfield, I think the only thing that's going to save Arsenal is their defense today and their midfield. Talking about the strikers, let me not tackle that one first, but then I think this Arsenal midfield is good. Declan Rice has been outstanding. Of course, 100 million at work. 100 million is working, baby. I think this 100 million for Declan Rice. We've been seeing at least this 100 million at work. Let me talk about this strike. Let me talk about the strikers, Arsenal strikers. Of course, Arsenal has no striker. I think we just trying things. Arsenal are just trying things. Check out the likes of Nwaneri. Nwaneri has been playing a good game, but then Arsenal needs to buy a striker. Merino, I don't know if it's going to score again today. I don't know. But we need a striker. Leandro Trossard has been good, playing in his position. Hey, how I call Gabriel? He has been playing a good game. And I think checking out, excuse me, that I was a bit recording. I'll give it a go. Life. So I think my prediction. I think I'm giving my prediction. I'm giving Arsenal to win. Arsenal to win 2-1 against Chelsea. We don't have a striker, but I think it's going to be a good game and Arsenal are going to deliver. So tell me your prediction in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.